So you all thought I lost my mind and I told you I know football. Uncle Luke has been a mayor in our South Florida area for years. Chances are if you grew up where I grew up at, you've seen this man, Uncle Luke, for years. And let me give you a snippet of what he said. Hang on right quick, because I'm going to play the whole thing, but listen to the snippet.
I can't get to the Luke Show podcast fast enough. This what's going on in Cleveland? God. Kevin, you think we all are stupid?
That's what I'm going to let the whole thing play, but just wait for me, man, because my energy is up there. You threw Shedeur in there with guys who are not going to be on the roster. This wasn't about third strings and fourth strings. No, these were guys who are going to be cut. It's only a 53-man roster, and majority of those guys are not going to even be kept on that practice squad. Just remember, Arch Manning is coming in. Don't listen to people who say he's going to stay 2 extra years. I thought the same thing too, but certain movements have been going on. The guy that's predicted #1 is Arch Manning, and where he's predicted to go to, Jimmy Haslam and the Browns. The Browns and Jimmy Haslam have a very staunch and close relationship with the Manning families, so we see they don't even care about winning, but they tried to get Shedeur injured out there. I'm going to let Uncle Luke speak. Y'all go ahead and smash that like button and hit the notification bell. I got my orange on to show solidarity with the residents of Cleveland. Don't get it confused and twisted. The hell with the Cleveland Browns. This orange is on to show. I know I've been hard at you fans from Ohio, but I got solidarity with you guys, because is this what you guys have to deal with on a daily basis? That is unacceptable. But Uncle Luke, I'm going to go off. You go first.
I can't get to the Luke Show podcast fast enough. This what's going on in Cleveland? God. Kevin, you think we all are stupid? You don't think we know football? If you're a football fan, we clearly know what you did. We clearly know that the plays that you gave for Dylan Gabriel, throwing the check down underneath to make him look good. Same plays for Flacco. Then you throw Shedeur in the game with a tight end whose name ain't even on the roster, and some other players. And then you have them run long routes, knowing that the offensive line is not going to hold up because most of those guys will be cut on Tuesday. Damn. And not let him go back in a 2-minute drill in that situation where you know he's going to have to throw check downs, get out of bounds, drive the team down the field. You really think, Kevin Stefanski, you really think we don't know football? So everybody's stupid. I can't get to the Luke Show podcast fast enough. This what's going on in Cleveland? God.
That's basically what people were telling me in my DMs, is that Uncle Luke follow you because everybody was hating. Because, I've been openly saying this. Even during the first game, even during practice, Shedeur is practicing with guys who are not going to even make the 53-man roster, no matter how good they did. These were guys who were limited skills, guys who were probably fourth strings during college. That's who Cleveland is bringing up on their training staff and facility of player personnel. And first of all, thank you to all the so-called celebrities who love me, who follow me. I've been had celebrity ties. I just didn't know when I converted to my football side that a lot of you guys would follow me. I didn't know a lot of people had the same heart that I had. I didn't know people cared the way I cared. I used to think I was in this fight alone. Like, how we're not seeing this. And that's the thing, man. Like, you could call me a loser, this and that, but I know the game of football. That's something I know very well coming from Florida, being from the South. And it's insulting. You threw hash plays and all these low level a yard hash plays that's 5 yards here, 6 yards there to open up the receiver combinations that's on the field. But when Shedeur gets there, you give him cab drivers and Uber drivers. And I'm being respectful to those players by only calling them cab drivers and Uber drivers. That is unacceptable to the highest degree. You guys don't like Shedeur is one thing, but to set him up to get injured and hurt is another thing. That's why the gloves are off. Everybody visibly seen it. But the thing is, a lot of people only look at folks on complexion. So they know what Shedeur is going through, but they're going to stick to code based on their level of hate and who they like more. That's why scrub quarterbacks like Jackson Dart, who has overrated performances, cab drivers versus Uber drivers, and they act like he's the second coming of Joe Montana. Shout out to Patrick Fitzgerald. I'm gonna do a separate video on that. They tried to ask him about Jackson Dart. Patrick Fitzgerald, Fitzmagic, let's call him. There's a reason why we love him. He told the truth that a lot of these other people won't say. He's like, Jackson Dart, I mean, I guess he's all right, but he has a slow release. He can't do X, Y, and Z, because real football players see what's going on. You can't force football players to listen to garbage like ESPN. Where's my football? I have my football here, and I'll get it later. ESPN is a traditional garbage that works for the shield. ESPN doesn't think for themselves. They're not independent. You'll never hear an honest human answer. They follow a curriculum that they're guided and guided by. They're not going to come here and tell you what they really feel. And even if they share the same complexion like us, that Mickey Mouse of Disney controlled them and owned them. So they're not going to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. They're puppets governed by a puppeteer. So when Uncle Luke comes out and says this, it behooves you to understand that Uncle Luke is only saying the same sentiments to what we all feel. It's not that Blessone knows more football than everybody. I do know more football than 80-something% of you guys watching, but it's just more of, you don't have to know football to see what's in play. You don't have to know football to understand, okay, this team ain't rocking with Shedeur at all, bro. You can see the guys on the sidelines who was laughing. I did a video about Dillon Gabriel mocking Shedeur, but the truth was I should have showed the receipts, because I will do that. Anybody can look at the receipts. The game ain't gonna get deleted. Go look at the sidelines anytime Shedeur was running for his life and being slammed on the ground. Look at that. The camera's panned to Dillon Gabriel. We know Dillon Gabriel don't like Shedeur. This is why he called him an entertainer. I don't care what Stefanski and Stephen A. Smith told y'all, because Stephen doesn't know Dillon. Even Shedeur admitted, I don't know if he really wasn't talking about me. That's Shedeur letting you guys know I don't believe anything Dillon Gabriel says. Why would Shedeur not say I believe him? Because Shedeur doesn't know who Dillon Gabriel is. So if Shedeur, who works and plays with Dillon Gabriel, don't know what he meant, why would Stephen A. Smith of ESPN conglomerate come out on TV and defend Dillon Gabriel as if he was fighting for his career? Man, I know he didn't say that. And that's what we have on TV, a conglomerate of people who don't know what they're talking about. They're told what to talk about. That's the difference between them and me. This is why I'm not loved on YouTube. They don't recommend and share my videos with the step and fetch and content creators we got. I seen another clown content creator named Snack something. He can't get views or nothing, so he's pissed off every day. He comes to our live stream the other day and he looks like us. He goes, so what you fussing about now? We're not friends for you to talk to me like that. Because most people who's covering the Sanders family or anything, they understand you'll get a level of viralism, basically get some type of help through YouTube if you can do the cheat code and put the Sanders. But when I do it, people can see Blessone been following them for multiple years, not years and years, even way at Jackson State. This will never be a fake love I'm giving, bro, because what they're doing to Shedeur means they'll do it to my kids play football. My nephew is a outstanding football player for South Plantation High School. I got a lot of great football players in my family. My little baby cousin plays for Duke University, and because I know the games you play with melanated people, it hurts me. I can't even show y'all who my cousin is for Duke University. He's only a freshman. I know they'll tarnish him because I stand up for what's right. So today with this camera, I know Uncle Luke got my back. Which one of you guys got my back? Who's going to stand up for me? Which one of you guys look at DJ Blessone and go, don't worry, bro, we in this fight with you? See, your favorite YouTubers, they think this is a competition who can get the most views. If that was the case, I lost already. I don't get the most views. I've been on here for multiple years. I don't get the most views because I don't do it for the views, bro. It's about sticking the code. Foundationally, we are great people who've built this country. To be treated like dirt, any group of people keep telling you it's not about race, but what is your level of hate for Shedeur? These dudes wake up and can't wait when he has a bad day or he falls down. That's disturbing. And this is why I tell you people, it is deeper than football. It is bigger than football. You cannot be a living idiot and don't see what's going on. Or you choose not to see what's going on. Uncle Luke, I'm with you. I don't want to lose my voice. I'm making 30 videos a day. I told everybody the gloves are off. I got my orange on to let Cleveland people know I got y'all back. Man, I always had y'all back. I just couldn't stand y'all allowing this ownership, this front office to keep doing what they're doing. This is not only about Shedeur. I care about the people of Cleveland. I've always said that day one. Forget about the NFL and all that. This is deeper than football and it's bigger than football. There are real political things going on in those hoods and neighborhoods. This is why I'm going to expose your mayor, your governor, your lieutenant governor, and the district attorney. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, there's a lot deeper than football going on. So we're going to show you what I've always been. I'm an investigative journalist. Your favorite YouTubers, they're YouTubers. That's it. I'm a guy on YouTube who's your family, who's an investigative journalist. These people, they chase whatever is the viral moments and they all talk about the same thing because I be looking who's talking about similar to what I'm talking about. I just exposed Roger Goodell and his nephew, Charlie Goodell, on why Roger Goodell don't like the Sanders family from when Charlie played at Jackson State. I just dropped that haymaker and I'm going to re-upload it again because they only got 18,000 views. That needs to have in the hundreds of thousands of views. I'm going to keep re-uploading that video because that's one of my finest work so people can see why it's deeper than football, why it's bigger than football. You got to know how to play the game. No, you got to know how to step on the game and get the game the hell out the way. Don't never question my motive. Don't never act like I'm the same with your favorite YouTubers, bro. I got passion for this. Don't ask me am I hurt. Don't ask me why you so emotional. I look at you people, why aren't you emotional?